Tracks a group of former prisoners released during an unusual time, and experts say the reoffender rates are slightly lower than the year before. At the height of the pandemic, Governor Kate Brown commuted the sentences of hundreds of inmates, many considered medically vulnerable, allowing them early release.
And there were some fears about what it would look like when you had folks who were exiting the institution.
Dr. Ken Sanchagrin is executive director of the Oregon Criminal Justice Commission, a nonpartisan state agency that tracks rates of recidivism, people convicted of crimes who reoffend. In a new preliminary report, it followed the first 266 people released on commuted sentences in 2020.
The vast majority of these releasees were medically vulnerable.
The report showed 18%, or 48 people, were arrested again, mostly for smaller crimes. 10 out of those 48 arrests were for more serious crimes against other people. 8% were convicted of new crimes, and 2% went back to prison.
What factors played into the success of them getting out and not reoffending?
These folks were vetted to make sure that they had appropriate housing, that they had their medical needs, that they were going to be met once they released. They were vetted to ensure that they, or to the best case possible, that they didn't pose a public safety risk.
Hearing about inmates being released for whatever reason probably doesn't sit well with some people. Maybe what would your message be, having looked at the factors underneath all of this?
Especially in an era where we have seen some upticks in crime rates, especially in some of our major cities in the state, is that it's very unlikely that the commutations contributed to those types of dynamics that we're seeing outside right now.
The agency is working on future reports to track progress for other releasees, data that will be used to assess Oregon's criminal justice system.
It's a very expensive system to maintain. It's also a very important one for folks who are victims of crime, very consequential for individuals who are involved in it, right? We know that there are lots of racial disparities and other types of disparities over the years. Wherever we can lend to greater legitimacy within the system, greater efficiency within the system, that's the goal that we have.
Now, Governor Kate Brown faced some criticism and even a lawsuit over the pandemic commutations. We've got links to that background and the full report on kgw.com.